What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Trey DeRue Daniels. It was more news. Happy Friday to you all. I hope if you're on the East Coast, you're staying indoors because it is cold out there and the snow is coming down, Lord. So, Vincent D'Onofrio, the kingpin himself, is speaking out on the second draft of Daredevil Born Again. And thank goodness that he is somebody that we can all respect. So this is going to be interesting to listen to his words, especially after that whole production got blown up. And Echo is, well, not doing that great.
Of course!
So let's jump into this article. Shout out to Bounding in the Comics. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. And Vincent D'Onofrio goes on to say, during our restart of all the creatives on Daredevil Born Again, all the creatives got together and said, look, this is how we've got to do it now. He then detailed. So we are for sure only speaking about it in terms of being directly connected to the original Daredevil. And that's a great thing. It brings in a lot of cool stories and all the collateral stories that happened in those original 3 seasons. So this is good news. And now we know why Disney last week made Daredevil officially canon, because they blew up Daredevil Born Again because God knows that script must have been an absolute disaster, and they realized that they already had gold on their hands and it's just pushing that story forward. Next, he was asked about his portrayal of Kingpin in the Echo show and asked about how this fits in the canon. He goes on to say, the most we can do is be very savvy when it comes to the canon of these characters, Daredevil and Kingpin. We need to be on it when it comes to the right tone, and we need to give them what they're looking for when it comes to the kind of storytelling. It's different from the other stuff. Neither of us have superpowers, and we're not from outer space. We're character-driven story characters. That's the way we were presented originally, and that's the idea now. So all of the artists and creatives behind this stuff are going to change things slightly to make our story interesting. That's very, very good. Like he's such a veteran. Vincent D'Onofrio is such a veteran. He knows how to use his words and season them with salt. He knows that they messed up. in the Echo. He knows he messed up, but he's classy enough to not throw anybody under the bus. But he's right. They need to tighten up that mess, and it looks like they're doing that with Daredevil Born Again, according to him. So that's good news. And this guy is just a pro. He goes on to talk about the fandom around Daredevil. I love that they're paying attention. I love that everybody has their opinions and that they would rather it be this way or that way. As an actor, I can't answer all that stuff, but I can bring a performance forward for them that they're going to appreciate. So the rest is just the world that these movies and shows live in. There's a big, strong fan base. And that's what makes these movies and shows survive. Talk about a professional that knows the reality. These shows only exist because the fandom is powerful. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. This man knows what he's talking about. And he wraps up by saying, so complain away, have opinions, do whatever you want to do, he further encouraged. I love the excitement, and it doesn't bother me. But every creative person I've ever met is unique, and they should be allowed to make unique choices. So it doesn't bother me what people say, whether I agree with them or not. This man has class, and he knows what he's talking about. Do you want to know what else has class and know what it's talking about? Another seamless transition. Trouble the Rhythm Within is in demand currently, and fulfillment has begun. I can't wait till you guys get the books in your hands. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Now, ultimately, what do I think about this? First of all, Vincent D'Onofrio is a class act. He is a pro's pro, and he is saying all the right things. Talking about giving credits to the fans and how our fandom is what keeps these things going. He is actually excited about the new direction after the rewrites of the scripts for Daredevil Born Again, because this clearly the first one he was not feeling. I like all these things that he is saying, and I got a lot of respect for this man. I got a lot of respect for his craft. However, does this move the needle for me of me wanting to go and see Daredevil Born Again? Not really, because I've been jaded too many times before. But that's not going to stop me from giving this man all the credit in the world for getting ahead of this and giving us something to actually get excited about, because his words actually have merit. And the respect that he shows for the fans is uncanny. And a lot of other folks in Hollywood and those in the creative process should follow his example.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what do you guys think about Vincent D'Onofrio's words? Does this move the needle for you? Are you excited about Daredevil Born Again? Let me know in the comment section below. And do those great YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. As always, you guys have been awesome, and I'll catch you all next time.